What's going on, the Nova Squad? My name is Nova. Welcome back to the channel. So, yeah, I know I've been slacking off uploading the videos and also trying to, do other videos for my other channel and such. But, we are back. It's no better time than the present. So, we all know that OJ actually had recently died due to cancer. So, no one other than I'm Not Norm actually had created a montage video called Norm Macdonald Best OJ Jokes. So yes, it's gonna be 30-some minutes long, whatever. So I'm actually in the long run. Yes, I did take a shower and everything, so I do feel good, and then I am drinking monster and everything, so I can stay awake and not really blink too much, because a lot of guys were saying I blink too much, and yeah, I need to make sure I'm actually taking good care of myself. I am taking sleep. I'm taking plenty of naps, and yeah. So without further ado, here we go.
Meanwhile, OJ himself may have some explaining to do. For months, he has denied hiding financial assets, including valuable sports mementos, from the Brown and Goldman families. But earlier today, Simpson pal A.C. Cowlings was stopped as he tried to leave the country. In the backseat of his Bronco, police found OJ's Heisman Trophy, disguised with a tiny fake beard.
What?
More bad news for O.J. Simpson. This week, a Los Angeles court ordered him to turn over his Heisman Trophy to the Goldman family. In addition, the same court may order Simpson to surrender a coffee mug inscribed, "World's Greatest Husband."
Jesus Christ. That's stuff. But yeah, look, it's jokes.
More followed from the recent conviction of British au pair Louise Woodward on murder charges. This week, her attorney Barry Scheck lashed out at the legal system, saying, quote, "What kind of sick society do we live in where an innocent girl is sent to prison, while a double murderer like O.J. Simpson goes free?" Kind of a... In a statement with profound legal implications, the FBI announced this week that for the first time, its experts can now identify an individual with 100% accuracy through his DNA. And really, when you think about it, the timing could not have been better, said former football great O.J. Well, this week, after a Los Angeles restaurant refused to seat him, O.J. Simpson demanded and got $500 in compensation. In addition, the restaurant must now offer separate murderer and non-murderer sections.
So okay. That's
not going to be good, but he was adamant.
Warren finally acquiesced and made the change.
Never understood why he had to go. I would say that was just a really, really bad call.
I think it must have been the OJ joke.
Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California.
I did see this clip. I think it was like sometime last week. I've actually had seen this clip before.
Potential jurors for the O.J. Simpson case were asked to fill out a 75-page jury questionnaire this week. In the entire state of California, only one person got a perfect score. Chow Ming Wu, who after the trial plans to attend Caltech. By the way, you can now purchase a bronze statue of the Juice for only $3,395. And for an even $5,000, you can buy one that Al Cowlings has kissed the ass of. O.J. Simpson's new fitness video was released this week, and hitting the shelves next week, Simpson's newest video, Dorf on Stalking.
He is really, well, he was
The crowd is torn.
He was. Well, it's so weird how you have Norm talking about
According to
OJ,
retailers, the
well,
most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, "I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses," or treat. And the Pope came out with a book this week, which contains a series of essays examining faith and morality in today's secular world and the changing role of the Catholic Church as it approaches the 21st century. The book is entitled, "God Himself Told Me That O.J. is Guilty."
I think I remember him saying that.
In other
though,
book news, Prince Charles released an autobiography in which he states that he never loved Princess Di and that his father pressured him to marry her. The book is entitled, Of Course O.J. Did It. I mean, come on.
Come on, that's funny.
In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. And O.J. announced this week that he's coming out with a new book called I Want to Tell You.
Hey, real quick, did he like create like a book that was called What If I Did It? Because I feel like if you are going to like create a book like that, that's kind of like a telltale sign you did. I mean, we all know that he did you know, called off his wife and then the wife's lover, because I think the reason why they only made him innocent because they didn't want to have another Riley, because I think around that time it was the rapper Riley as well when the cops killed him as well, but I'm not really sure.
And if it's successful, O.J. will work on yet another book entitled From Football to Prison, My 25 Years of Showering with Other Men. And finally, in honor of the 50th anniversary of their first publication, Random House will be releasing special commemorative issues of many Dr. Seuss classics. The first to hit the bookshelves will be Green Eggs and Ham and O.J. is Guilty.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Judge Ito was interviewed this week by a local TV station in Los Angeles. Asked by the interviewer if it was appropriate for a supposedly impartial judge to be on TV with his case still pending, Ito said, "Maybe not, but how appropriate is it to kill your ex-wife?" It was revealed today that O.J. Simpson told police that Nicole Brown Simpson used to beat him up. He also claimed that she and Ron Goldman killed him.
Okay.
O.J. Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, "We want to get O.J. acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people." Well, let's get to O.J. O.J. Simpson's lawyers say they don't want the families of Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman in the courtroom during the trial. They're afraid the presence of the family members will just remind O.J. of how much more killing he still has to do.
Jesus Christ.
Well, O.J. Simpson's lawyers stopped feuding this week, finally. The Dream Team, F. Lee Bailey and Robert Shapiro, were able to put aside their differences and express their admiration for each other after O.J. threatened to cut their heads off.
Oh. This is crazy.
According to the National Transportation Safety Board, sleepy truckers are responsible for 1,000 deaths a year. In second place,
Really?
O.J. Simpson at 2 deaths a year. It was revealed this week that defense lawyer Johnny Cochran once abused his first wife. In his defense, Cochran said, "Hey, at least I didn't kill her like some people I know."
Some people
Tomorrow, Judge Lance Ito will take O.J. and the jury on a tour of the now famous crime scene. For the jury, it will be their first look at the actual location. Of course, for O.J., it will be just a case of been there, done that. Judge Lance Ito was happy with the jurors' field trip to the crime scene last week. It went off without a hitch, said Ito. Not one murder. O.J.'s pal Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that O.J. is innocent. And for $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing.
Right, because it was obvious that he had killed him, man. So obvious.
And this week, Simpson defense lawyers questioned witnesses about a half-melted container of ice cream found at the murder site. The Simpson defense has seized upon the ice cream for two reasons. One, it may help fix the time of the murders, and two, it was the only thing in the murder scene without any of O.J.'s blood on it. To illustrate the point that their client is running out of money to defend himself, O.J. Simpson's lawyer said this week that if he had to do it over again, after killing his victims, O.J. would now rob them as well. That one you find troubling? We went. F. Lee Bailey said this week that if the defense only knew what Ron Goldman's last words were, they might be able to find the real killer. You know, if you ask me, Goldman's last words were probably, hey, you're O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. Why are you talking it so far?
Oh, no, O.J. has struck again. How about that?
The fifth O.J. jury.
Good thing.
Jesus.
And in court this week, Cato Kalin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kalin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a... Hertz Rental Car Company announced this week that it will buy 520,000 vehicles, increasing its worldwide fleet 24%. In addition, they will try to find a new spokesman who won't kill his ex-wife. This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing."
Was it bloody? I don't remember being bloody. I don't remember it. It's been so long.
And a new shocker in the O.J. Simpson trial. This afternoon, Judge Lance Ito dismissed yet another juror, a 45-year-old African-American male, for failing to tell the court that he had once worked for Hertz Rent-A-Car and that he had once held Nicole Brown Simpson's glasses while O.J. killed her.
Jesus. That's terrible.
Dismissed Simpson juror Jeanette Harris revealed in interviews this week that the jury is torn by dissension and is already divided into two camps, those who think he is guilty and those who are really, really stupid.
People really wanted him to be really
A bad week for the prosecution at the O.J. Simpson trial. Under intense cross-examination by defense lawyer Barry Scheck, LAPD crime expert Dennis Fung admitted that he may have contaminated the crime scene when he accidentally dropped a big bucket full of O.J.'s DNA.
Accidentally? They found him.
It's our top story tonight this week in the O.J. Simpson trial. After grisly photos of the murdered Nicole Brown Simpson were shown in court, O.J. turned his head away and wept. It was at that moment that he realized he would never be able to kill her again. Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab two people at the same time. Remember 12 Angry Men, the classic courtroom drama? Well, the first film about the O.J. Simpson case is in the works. It's entitled 9 Angry Black People, 2 Scared Asians, and a White Guy Who Hasn't Spoken Since Rosa Lopez.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Testimony during the final week provided some spellbinding moments. In a brilliant move during closing
Like
argument,
Samuel Jackson.
Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran put on the knit cap prosecutors say O.J. wore the night he committed the murders. Although O.J. may have hurt his case when he suddenly blurted out, hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat.
Easy, but that's crazy.
Well, the trial of the century is over. Late yesterday, the fate of O.J. Simpson, the most famous murder suspect in United States history, was placed in the hands of the jurors. They must now decide whether to free him or get all their heads cut off.
Is that an option?
Thanks, I'm Norm Macdonald, and now the fake news. Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California.
We already seen this clip already, like twice in this one, like 3 times total.
2 hours after the verdict, LA police had their first solid lead in the hunt for the real killers. A new witness has come forward who saw 3 men fleeing the crime scene the night of the murders. Police have released this sketch and would like to hear from anyone who has seen these 3 individuals.
Stupid.
On Tuesday at 1:15, the moment the Simpson verdict was delivered, Court TV scored its highest
She must have had
ratings
to blur it
ever.
out for a reason.
An hour later, the channel went out of business. Well, that covers the main developments in the O.J. Simpson case this week, and after all, other important things are going on in the world. Now more O.J. Simpson. When Simpson trial juror Gina Rodborough returned home this week, her little girls were delighted to have her back. And no wonder, she lets him get away with murder.
I know this video is like 30 minutes long, but like, Jesus.
Our top story tonight. Following his shocking acquittal 2 weeks ago, O.J. Simpson vowed never to rest until the real killers of Nicole Brown Simpson are brought to justice. And the manhunt continues.
Tiger Woods. Don't they go for Tiger Woods for real?
After initially vowing never to rest until his wife's killers are brought to justice, O.J. Simpson this week changed his pledge slightly. He now vows to have sex with hot-looking models. Meanwhile, this week, O.J. took girlfriend Paula Barbieri to see the erotic murder mystery Jade. Other moviegoers took the couple's presence in stride, though they did become uncomfortable when O.J. repeatedly shouted out, "You call that a stabbing?"
He messed up a little bit on that one.
Simpson had been discussing marriage with girlfriend Paula Barbieri, but reportedly she has called the wedding off. Her fear was that if they married, she would be brutally murdered. And then someone would try to pin it on O.J.
All right, y'all. That is going to be a wrap for today. Yo, again, this video is 30 minutes long. I thought I could hang, but obviously I can't. I've been yawning for like the past couple seconds, and I ain't trying to have you guys all, you know, worried and concerned, and or just be upset at me just, you know, yawning in the microphone, whatever. So I'm gonna cut it short, and hopefully I can actually start back tomorrow, or maybe I could try to like upload another video today or whatever. But you know, it all depends though. It all depends. But anyway, with that being said, if you guys really enjoyed this reaction today, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Let me know in the comment section down below what's the reaction next. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, my name is Nova, and I see you guys next episode. Peace.